Alright, hey everybody, this is Julian Marchese, and I'm going to make a little video in regards to swing trading stocks and how I do that. Um, Now, my main methods are I day trade futures and Forex, and I trade stocks and options. I trade stocks directionally, and when I'm trading options, I'm trading them for when the market is stagnant over a period of time. So, for example, you can see, I'm just going to bring up the S&P right over here. You can see when the market starts doing one of these numbers right over here. Uh, I like to do stagnant options plays. So the market is ranging for a good 5 days. I like to do weekly options on the S&P. But today we're just gonna do like I said, a small video on how I swing trade stocks directionally. I'm not gonna get into options. We'll do that in another video. Um, so this is my main screen setup for watching stocks. You can see I do use indicators when swing trading for a couple of reasons. Number one, when you're looking at a daily chart, uh, a lot of the pros are using these moving averages, the 20, the 50, and the 200 day. So these are ones that are definitely watched by the professionals and by the average trader, and you can see it does hold as support and resistance. Now sometimes that does not occur, but it can provide some great areas to trade, and you can see it held over here after this nice bounce up. I use the Bollinger Bands to see when a market is expecting some volatility. So you can see in this area, uh, the market the Bollinger Bands contracted, signaling we should have a big move up or down. And you can see we did have that expansion, and that's just showing when a big move should occur. Now on the right hand side, you could see three stock watch lists. On the right hand side, you see Apple, AIG, Amazon, Bank of America, and so on. These are just the major stocks that I watch. So, I got an agricultural, I got technology, I got industry like United States Steel, Ford, uh, copper over here, FCX. So those are just the majors that move the market. Apple, and right below that we have all the major markets. So we got the S&P, SPY, Power Shares, which is the Nasdaq, Dow Jones ETF. We got the Russell 2000 ETF. We have the U.S. dollar here, bonds, gold and silver, oil, and emerging markets. These are just hints of longer term moves. And on the left hand watch list, these are my watch list for the coming weeks, and they're mostly stocks under $20 a share. I'll have a few above, like this one over here, DOX. But these stocks are ones I scan that moving, have been very volatile in comparison to the S&P 500, and that are near areas that of importance, and that's where I'll put those stocks that I find through scanning. So I'll just go over each one of these and show you why I'm watching these stocks. You can see my first stock on here is ABD. You can see it is rallying with not that much volume. Now that's something that I'm paying attention to on this move up. So you can see huge move up, less volume, and we're extended above the Bollinger Band big time. You can see prices trading here, and the Bollinger Band is over here. So I would expect this stock to come in at least to $88.21, and you could, profit a good 40 cents on there. Um, let's look at AIBD. This is an Irish bank, so it's been hit pretty hard. I'm watching this more for a longer term play, and you can see we are starting to form an upwards moving channel, which could get a little interesting if we break above or below it. So I'll be watching that. AMED, let's just move this over here. I posted a picture of this on my blog. There's a major area of support here, and you can see we have this little amount of volume over there that has been much more than the previous down days. It was on an up bar, and we could see a test of the 20-day, and if that breaks, we could see a test of $30, and I'd like to potentially take a long trade at a break of the 20-day. BGP, you can see it's coming and testing its 50-day and 20-day after a nice pop-up on volume, so it's most likely we should test that 200-day again. BLUD, breaking out of a range, nothing much to say about that one. CEDC, this is going to be an interesting play. You can see we have a nice area of resistance over here. Sorry about that. Nice area of resistance right around $28, and we're pulling back nicely. You can see 5-day pullback, 1-day huge up move, very little volume, lower than average on this pullback, and it looks like we could see some buyers in here that want to push this higher. CSR, this is just a stock that's been falling as the market has been going higher, so it looks like there is a seller in this stock. I'd be looking to sell this at higher prices. DOX, we're entering this gap zone. That's going to be a little interesting to watch. Dry ships, huge run up, pullback, run up, looking for another pullback. If Elliott wave theory does apply to this stock right now, you can see we're having a nice pattern right here. This would be 1, 2, 3. The third move is always the strongest, and you can see it definitely is. And if we pull on some Fibonacci extensions, you could see that we have actually blown past the 1.618 level. So, well, actually, we've been rotating around this level. So, if we do get below $6.08, we could see a rotation down to the 20-day, and that's where I'd like to buy on a pullback. We look at FNSR, just rallying higher, could get interesting next week. GFA coming into a beautiful support area. We have some wicks on the last few candles, and it looks like we could pop higher, so we'll take a look at that. This one is looking extremely interesting. GKK, beautiful Elliott wave pattern we have right here. 1, 2, and now we are in wave 3. Wave 3 is always the strongest, so we are at least going to see a push above the $3 mark if this theory does apply in this stock. And if we pull up a retracement here, our next stopping point would be in the $4 mark or in the $3.50 mark. And you can see what we're doing right over here. Beautiful area. 50% retracement of this move higher is what we're testing right now. We're also with the 200-day moving average. This is like a line up of the stars. Just a beautiful entry. Lower volume on this pullback. Huge volume on the move up, as you can see here, and respecting these Fibonacci levels very well. So I'm going to expect a nice move off of this area, and I'd like to see this stock move higher. I'll look to buy it on Monday. GMO just looks like it's topping, nothing much to say there. JSO coming into an important area of support. KERX just been underperforming. MBI underperforming as well, could get interesting. MERC is an interesting one as well. You could see we have a nice uptrend line right over here that's been respected once. I'd like to see it be respected twice. And 20-day right here, 20-day was over here too, so it's gonna looks like we could get a bounce off of that. If not, this could actually turn into a short play to come fill this gap over here, but until then, we'll see what happens. MGM Resorts, just near an important resistance level. NCT, you can see we are having a nice push up from the $2.50 mark from September. And if you look at a weekly chart, we have not even come close to where we were before. So this stock has a lot of potential to go higher, and I'd be looking for lower prices to buy it. REDF, we just have been seeing some large moves up in this one. It looks like a buyer's in this stock looking to purchase it on a pullback. SOLF just been underperforming, could get interesting in the future. TGB, you can see we're about to enter an area of gap, and that's minus development, no volume there, and the market likes to retrace those moves, so we could see a pop if we get above $5. Choose, the TUES, just an important area, as you can see. And URRE, you can see this is one stock that could get extremely interesting next week, and we could see some nice moves. You can see the huge amount of volume we've been getting in the stock since really September. It really started in September. You see, once we broke above this 200-day right over here, since then we just started getting these spurts of buying right here, right there. And as we broke above the psychological $1 mark, it has never looked back with lots of buying volume. And you can see on this day, look at that amount of buying right there, and we didn't even break into important new share highs, so could have purchased it right before this move. It did appear that someone knew that a huge move was going to occur, and you can see just exploding. This stock has just been exploding. I think we're about to test the trend line. Yes, we are. We're testing a trend line right over here. So if we see these $4 marks, this could get really interesting. If we look at it weekly, once again, like that NCT, this could have a lot of room to the upside. The only real levels that I see that could offer some resistance is this area right over here, the $7.50 mark, and what we got right over here at the $4.50 mark. I think this level has been broken. Yes, so this level has been broken, so it's not really a level to watch, but we could see one of these. We're starting to make some wicks over here, so we could see a pullback like this, and then a move higher, sort of like that. And I'd like to get on board of that move. So that's just a little recap of the stocks I'm watching into next week for swing trading, and I hope you guys got something out of it.